Hello. Okay, we are near the end of daily December, and for this December resolution for an end of the year thing before the start of the new year, I've made quite a bit of progress, I'd say. I'm still making the same mistakes, but I am not as nervous as before, and I feel that I am tackling art and what I want to do in a much more uh, healthier way. Where now, if I get burnt out, I'm still going to put in my practice in, but I'm going to pretty much change my schedule. It might not be the best, I'm not sure, but it is what I'm comfortable with and for where I'm at. I've drawn a bit more, and I think I'm starting to get it. It's gotten a bit more consistent, even though there's still, of course, other stuff. I still have yet to draw lines straight. My eyes are basically my biggest problem. My C's and my S's are fine, but my eyes are still a bit wonky and wobbly, as well as my curves. But it is getting there, and I'm able to try and understand viewpoints more, I think. Where this is the viewpoint, and it's like if there's a random stick man right there. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's kind of like that. And I think I've gotten better at practicing my circles. And I tried to draw something staring from a wall inside a cube. And I guess it's as simple as practice makes perfect and trying to understand it more. If you try and understand it immediately, I think that's where it's a bit rough, because as much as I want to rush in and improve on so many things so I can make the game that I want, this one, I have to come to terms with the fact that this is my progress and that I'll get there eventually. So there's that. And as for practices, I just did a few right now. There's one with no reference. I just drew it as simple as possible. Then I drew more with references, and I'm learning a little bit more about the water, as you can see with this one here, as well as different shapes of the fish bowls. And it is really interesting to see how it works. I'll show up some of the images that I've used as references. And when it comes to fish bowls, they are really interesting because I'm translating something that's very 3D into a very simple flat 2D shape. Oops. Like this. And I want it to be simple as that for the practice game. And the fish also starts off simple, like I said in the last video. But the difference will be that the fishbowl always stays simple, and that's the fish is the only one that pretty much gets more detailed throughout the game. And that's pretty much it. With this one, I ended up doing more simple shapes where I did a circle rotated and a different circle. And another thing, because I stopped it for I don't know what to say, but I stopped the recording for a bit so I could try and see what I was called for. and now I've got it. But I've simplified this into two shapes, being a circle and a different circle as if it was rotated, which I remember from Drawbox, if I can find a page, where it's rotated it at an angle like this one. So I'm pretty happy about that. Still don't really see it with my art, but at least I'm trying to get it, and that's about it, I guess. So with this fishbowl, I'm still going to try and give it its own name, or maybe I think it will have no name at all, because the name doesn't seem necessary with this character. Or maybe it is. I'm not really sure about that. And then I'm going to try and fade it. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but that's basically it. And if I'm trying to make it look from the side, maybe I should do this so I can make it seem more like he's facing that way. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but that's basically it. I still have to learn human proportions so I can get the whole foot thing, that where you lift your foot up, right? Because I'm still trying to learn how to draw characters in motion. As you can see with this leg and foot. And I put the arm there, okay. Then since it's a little bit back, I'll put it there. Not really sure about it. Still not the best, but it is fine. And I want to talk more about stuff, but I don't remember what it was. I really should be writing down scripts so I can just talk and read off of them. But that's basically been it for the most part. And I have been making another Brawl Stars video where I want to study it. And that reminds me that I was originally going to want to talk about studying video games as art, because it's a really, really cool topic. And I love learning about different mediums of art and how different things come to be as art. Because Ico is the game, or is Eco? I don't remember or know how the game is pronounced. But Eco or Ico, however you pronounce it, is a really fantastic it's a really fantastic game when it comes to the relevance it gives into the impact, because it was the first game to really bring in the topic of video games being art, and its impact has been very obvious throughout what's it called? Throughout the world today. And I've been very obsessed with the Game Awards and watching it, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of different games, and that's a lot of things, and I'm just learning so much more about art. I have stopped paying attention to specifically watching movies Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a bit of a busy night, and also it's been a busy day. But Team Eco has been such a really cool I'm not sure what to say, but it's been so cool to just learn about arts, and I've been never been more impressed than I've been now, because everything has its own history, and I guess that's about it. I do realize that I draw like this a lot normally, especially if I'm far away. So who knows if that grip is fine or not. And I do like this position a lot. It is a bit weird, especially with the whole base of the fishbowl. That's where my biggest problems are when it comes to designing this fishbowl character. Easily the base is the hardest part. But it is really fun, and I want to talk more about different arts and how to study them, or is how I'm going to try and study them, I mean, because I'm not good at teaching at all. This is just my way of looking back on things, of course, because this is my December resolution for the end of the year. But that's basically it. I don't really have much else to say because I really need to get my thoughts down on paper and then read the script while I work on my progress. But I can't wait to talk more about this and also show my progress. So there's that. And I'm happy that my voice is actually back and that I'm actually surprisingly confident. I thought that I would be more uh, awkward. Well, it's still awkward, but I'm not as all over the place with my commentary this time. So I'm really happy with that. And I hope you have a good day or night. And see you soon with the year 2025 because we are almost there.